Very good morning to one and all present here. On behalf of the Manage Engine team, I welcome you all to today's Free Op Manager training series. So the agenda for today is as follows. First, we'll see about add-ons and their benefits. Here we're going to see the various list of other Manage Engine softwares that are connected with Op Manager for a complete network performance monitoring solution, followed by integration options which are available from the product to make things easier with respect to reporting or notifications. And then we'll be seeing about the mobile application feasibilities and the features which we have for the mobile apps, where we can list and view all the op manager alarms and devices through the mobile app, where this mobile app is supported for iOS and Android platforms. Now we're going to see what is an add-on and how it's going to benefit me apart from using the Op Manager itself. An add-on is nothing but an enhanced feature within the Op Manager which is dedicated to monitor specific metrics. Let's say if you want to monitor your flow-based data in detail fashion. For that, you can use a NetFlow Analyzer add-on. And likewise, for individual metrics which are important, where we need in-depth analysis for that particular network parameter, we can easily use the add-ons which comes with the op manager, which is separately licensed based on the matrices or elements which we are going to monitor, and then get the required data and the analysis information for the respective matrices and requirements. And now we are going to see what are the various add-ons which are there inside Op Manager and how they are going to benefit us in monitoring different network parameters which are there in our environment, such as flows or backup of network devices or firewall analyzers or various different metrics. So now we are going to see about the add-ons in detail which are available within the Op Manager. Starting with the first add-on. Here, the Manage Engine's Network Analyzer is a web-based bandwidth monitoring tool that performs an in-depth traffic analysis using data export from NetFlow or NetStream or JFlow or SFlow from various different network equipments. And this data is granulated into a network traffic that is passed through various different interfaces, which gives an extensive detailed report about the entire flow management or the flows and the bandwidth which is being used in your environment in a much detailed and a clear fashion. The next add-on which is available within the Op Manager is called as Config Management. By the name itself, we can understand that the config management is nothing but it is an add-on within the Op Manager where it helps us manage the configurations of the network devices, where we can take regular backups of the network devices, let it be a startup config or a running configuration. We'll be able to get notifications if there is any change between these uh, backups which we are taking. If there is any configuration changes, we can push the change notifications. If a critical change has been made in the routers which should have not been done, we can immediately revoke those changes. We can maintain backups and have a complete picture of the entire configurations which we're using for our network. Followed by the third add-on where we are going to see about the firewall log analysis. Here, FWA is going to help us monitor, add, and maintain the entire firewall based on the log analysis, where we know how much of flow is going through the firewall, which devices are using how much of data, what are the rules configured, how many rules are violated, how many rules are properly used, how many machines or users are violating them at what particular time, and what is the if there is a security breach, you'll be able to get notifications and alarms for them, and also have a complete report on your entire firewall based on the flows which are going through your firewall, based on the configuration which you have done for your network based on the requirements and security norms. And the next add-on which is available is called as IP management. The IP management is otherwise called as Optutils, where it's divided into two parts. One is for IP management, which is called as IPAM, and the second part is called as switchport mapper. So IP management helps you manage the entire IPs which are there in your environment with respect to the subnets, the devices which are connected to them, where you will have a complete inventory report of knowing how many IPs are used in your network and how many are free and how many are available, which you can use to push the information to them. And likewise, the switchboard mapper helps you maintain the port history and the port usage of the switches which are there in your environment, followed by the next add-on which is called as application manager. The application manager is an add-on which helps you manage and maintain your applications which are running on your environment with in detail analysis of databases, SQL servers, and etc. And now we are going to see about each add-on in a detailed fashion so that we'll have a better understanding of how the add-ons work and what are the benefits of them. And now we're going to see just an overview of what are the benefits of using add-ons in Op Manager. So these add-ons does not require any additional EXE. So as soon as you install the Op Manager, these add-ons will be there by default. All you have to do is you have to enable them if you want them to use it, or it'll be based on the licensing on how you want to enable and use the add-ons. And the second advantage is that it is a multi-vendor supported add-on which is available within the Op Manager, and also you will have all the data under a single roof where you need not uh, switch between different applications to view different network parameters and then view them. And also because it comes under a single roof, it is highly an economical alternative solution where the license renewal, the AMS renewals, everything comes into a single bundled uh, parameter, which makes things easier for the renewal people and for the marketing team. And likewise, here, because of this advantages, you'll be able to tackle the multi-license complexities in a much easier fashion. And likewise, this reduces the amount of time which we spend on switching between different tools. Where if you want to see the bandwidth usage, you have to go to a different login and view the information. If you want to see a configuration backup, if there is a change in the network, you have to go to a different tool. So when you use Op Manager with the add-ons, you do not do all these stuff. Everything comes under a single roof where you can view them onto a single installation with the detailed data of what is happening at what particular time, what network parameters which you want to monitor, and get a detailed picture of how things are happening. And now we're going to see about how to enable these add-ons, where it will be available. I'm a brand new customer or I'm an existing customer. I've installed the Op Manager, but I'm not able to see certain add-ons. How can I enable them, or how can I disable certain add-ons which I don't want to use? For this, it is pretty simple. So all you have to do is you have to log into the Op Manager UI, click on the gear icon on the top right hand side, and then under displayed modules, you have to enable the add-ons which you want to use and then save it. And let me take you to the product as well to show you quickly on how this works. So for example, as soon as you log into the Op Manager, you can see a small gear icon in your top right hand side. So all you have to do is you have to click on that, go to displayed modules, and then select the add-on which you want to view and save them. In case if I don't want to see a particular add-on, all I have to do is I have to uncheck them and save it. So once I do that, automatically that add-on will be removed from my viewer's perspective. So this is how you can easily enable or disable add-ons from the Op Manager. And as we have discussed, individual add-ons are licensed separately, which we are going to see in depth in the upcoming slides, where will be discussing on how each add-on works and how they are licensed separately. So now let's go back to the presentation and continue. So the first add-on which we are going to see is about flow analysis. So as we have seen, the Manage Engine's NetFlow Analyzer is nothing but a bandwidth monitoring tool which performs an in-depth traffic analysis based on various different flows which are coming into your network. So this bandwidth analysis tool gives you a monitor bandwidth usage pattern and the analysis traffic trend with NetFlow Analyzer, where you can determine the application that what are the consumptions which are happening for the most bandwidth utilization, who are the top talkers in your network, and how the volume of traffic is used in a particular time, which helps you solve major problems which is faced in enterprise levels where users are complaining that certain applications are slow or a certain amount of data is not sufficient. So if you want to increase your bandwidth or if you want to decrease them, you can easily get all that data pretty easily from the NetFlow analyzer. So why should you switch to NetFlow analyzer from the convenience or the conventional flow analysis tool which are available in the day-to-day life? So here the Manage Engine NetFlow analyzer comes with an out-of-box high-performance API-driven UI and a highly scalable capacity planned add-on, which includes multiple key factors where it supports multiple flow exports. It's an web-based API-driven UI, real-time traffic graphs are available. You can get historic reports, application level OS shaping, Cisco application visibilities of control, where you can perform your own AVCs. We have Cisco class-based quality service monitoring, high scalabilities are available, capacity planning and billings can be performed, network forensics and security analysis can be done. When we talk about forensics and security analysis, here we have advanced analytics module which helps you detect a broad spectrum of the external or internal security threats and then categorize them as threats or anomalies as the problems such as Brad from source to destination or destination to slow or suspicious flows which are happening between various different stuff. And likewise, you have other areas where you can group the devices into a specific set, or you can get a consolidated report for various different parameters such as how the interfaces are performing based on groups, how the applications are consuming them, what are the top talkers, all into a single report which helps you get a better consolidated report for the entire bandwidth utilization in your environment. And likewise, when we talk about traffic configuration and user management, it becomes much easier where you can identify most of the standard applications out of the box and configure a custom application and monitor the same. And also you can add users with different privileges and assign them to specific groups, and also allows selective accesses of privileges to them. And likewise, via the NetFlow analyzer, you will have a better bandwidth monitoring solution where you can monitor your entire data in a much easier and a predefined manner as well. And also from the NetFlow analyzer, you will have dedicated documentations and licensing. So now let's go to the NetFlow Analyzer add-on directly and see how it works and what are the various different features which are available in real time so that we'll have a better picture and a clear understanding. So now let's go to the NetFlow Analyzer add-on itself and see how things are working. This is a NetFlow Analyzer add-on which I've installed in my local environment where I've already added my devices. So here, before we start on the features and the available options, the first thing which you have to understand about NetFlow Analyzer is that the NetFlow Analyzer is completely licensed based on the number of interfaces which you're monitoring. So if you want to manage 10 or 100 interfaces in your environment, irrespective of the number of devices, the add-on considers them based on the number of interfaces which you're monitoring. And also how easy is to add the interfaces or start the NetFlow analysis from the add-on. It's pretty simple and straightforward. So when we talk about NetFlow analyzer and the configuration, we have a detailed documentation which gives you all you have to do is you have to go to the respective router or switch, tell that switch to start forwarding the flows to the op manager server in the specific port so that we will start receiving them. And once we receive the flows, we'll automatically add the interface and the respective device and start monitoring them. So discovering your interfaces or adding them is pretty simple. So all you have to do is you have to start forwarding the flows, and once you start forwarding them, immediately the application will be able to pick them up and collect the data and show all the detailed information. And let's say you are not aware on how to perform certain configuration exports from the op manager itself, we have a detailed documentation with respect to individual vendors and the flows which you want to export. So if in case if it's going to be a Cisco device where you want to forward your net flows, all you have to do is you have to come to the help.netflow flow export HTML and then click on the respective device vendors, which is going to give you the detailed documentation on how things are going to work and how you can easily export the configuration or the changes which you have to perform on your respective vendor end, which helps you make the configurations much easier. So this is how Ninja makes things easier when it comes to managing your bandwidth or interfaces using NetFlow Analyzer add-on. So now let's go to the application itself and see how the devices are appearing and how the interface data collection happens with respect to the flows and the bandwidth which you are managing. So as soon as you start forwarding the flows from the respective interfaces in the network devices to the op manager server, the NetFlow Analyzer add-on will immediately pick them up and start putting them inside the inventory and collect the data. So as soon as you start receiving the information, immediately you'll be able to see these information that this interface from this particular device is added, and this is the traffic, the in and out bandwidth usage as of now. So here by default you'll be able to see the timeline will be set to last 1 hour. Here you can have an option to customize the timeline or the data which you want to view. For example, I'm going to do a monthly review on the entire bandwidth usage of my network. This is going to be my core router, and this is my uplink interface. So when that is going to be my example, I want to have a detailed picture of the entire bandwidth utilization of what is happening at what particular devices, who's my top talkers, which application is used too much, so that I can perform necessary changes in my network or my environment, so that I'll have a seamless environment with a much secured data. So for example, when we talk about the last 30 days traffic utilization, I could see that the overall consumption is nearly around 97%, where in and out are at 97% itself. And when we talk about the traffic utilization individually, how the flows are happening, how things are being consumed, I could easily see. For example, if I want to see the traffic utilization based on the volume of the usage, I could easily switch to the volume button and see how the in and out traffics are working. So over here, I could see the categories, the total number of data which is being transferred. For example, the total data of the in and out is around 2.5 gigs. And likewise, I'll have a maximum and minimum hourly and minutely fashion, so that I'll have a better idea. So how the data consumption is happening, is there any abnormal spikes or abnormal usage spikes within a specific area? When we talk about other parameters such as utilization with respect to the traffic, you can have multiple different graphs and plotting options to view how things are happening. And likewise, if we want to see based on the packet loss or packet consumption, you can always switch to the packet tab and have a detailed picture. So via the NetFlow Analyzer, you have multiple different options, various different features, which helps the network or the system administrator to have a complete picture of the bandwidth utilized, irrespective. Because when we talk about the conventional or the default available tools, it's not going to give us multiple options. It's just going to give the bandwidth utilization overall input and output. But the advantage of using NetFlow Analyzer is that you will have in-depth and detailed picture of what is happening at what particular time with respect to volume, speed, or utilization or packets. You have multiple different areas where you can analyze them in depth. So when we talk about here in the traffic utilization at a particular time, my traffic or the bandwidth is completely used and it's peaking. So in those scenarios, I want to know which application is actually used more at that particular time, so that I could make the necessary decisions. So here the NetFlow Analyzer has the default predefined applications listed, and you'll also have the option to customize the application if it's a custom one in your environment. And this gives you a detailed picture of which app or which particular application is using how much of traffic in your environment at the selected time period. And likewise, when if you could see that this particular application, an unknown application, is being used too much, and you want to see which source or destination is consuming them, you can very well do them by clicking on the source tab. The source tab is going to give that this particular source at this particular time is consuming this much of traffic. And for example, if I want to see it in a graphical format, all I have to do is click on the traffic icon, and that's going to give me the traffic utilization of that particular source in this specific location. And also I have the option to switch between network or IP address or the geolocations to understand how the traffic utilization is happening with respect to this particular source. And likewise, in certain cases, we'll have options where the destination has also has to be noted down, because the source, it is triggering, the source is actually trying to fetch more data or use the bandwidth. I want to see which destination or the sites which is hitting, so that I'll know that is it a legitimate one or a business critical uh, information which is searching, or it's a non-business critical search which is consuming unwanted bandwidth in your environment. So in those cases, the source and the destination, the application is going to give you a clear picture on how the traffic is being used by the respective users in your environment. And likewise, you have quality of service tab, which gives you a detailed picture of everything. And likewise, you can configure your own rules, which allows you to shape your network in a specific let's say bandwidth utilization. For example, these specific applications or these specific users should not be using too much of traffic or bandwidth. You can have your own rules just configured in your router so that you can easily get them in a detailed matcher. And likewise, you have the multicast and the media net features, which gives you a complete idea of what is happening in your environment in a detailed fashion. And likewise, when we talk about the NetFlow Analyzer, you can easily have your own customized ASAM, or you can disable them with the customized rules which you want to configure. You can do them, and you can get the reports in a detailed fashion. And also, when we talk about the NetFlow Analyzer with respect to the attacks and the flows which are happening, this gives you a detailed picture of the attacks which has been happening through the flows which we have received. So by using the add-on NetFlow Analyzer, you will also be able to get the attack-based information from your environment and have a detailed picture as well. And under the NetFlow Analyzer, you have multiple different options where you can also export the flows from the uh, data which we have received inside the add-on to another destination server as well. And likewise, you can have your own storage settings that this is how the data should be stored. These many hours the raw data should be stored, historic data should be stored for these many months or these many years. And you have multiple different configurations which allows you to have a better picture and how things are happening. And likewise, you have a complete license management page which helps you manage and unmanage stuff in a single window and have a better picture. And likewise, you can create your own alert profiles where you can select the criteria which you want to get notified, and then have your alert profile prepared and ready so that you could use these alert profiles to get notifications in a much easier and a clear fashion. So this is how you can use the NetFlow Analyzer add-on for the complete bandwidth analysis in your environment, which gives you a complete picture of the entire bandwidth and the traffic which is going through your network with respect to individual users or the systems which are being used in your environment. So by this, you will know at this particular time the bandwidth is used high and it is a legitimate one. So where I have to get more bandwidth. And you have another scenario where another set of systems or users are using your bandwidth unwantedly at a specific time, you can create your own rules to avoid them. So the network analyzer helps you in multiple different ways to shape your traffic and the bandwidth that is used in your environment. So now let's go back to the presentation and continue. The next topic which we are going to see is about config management, or otherwise called as network configuration manager. So this network configuration manager is nothing but a change management software or an add-on which helps you manage multiple different information. Here the network configuration manager is a multi-vendor network change, configuration, compliance management tool which is designed to adapt to your operational needs, where it gives you number of other best-in-class solutions in its sleeves to help you tackle your configurations which are there in your network devices. Because the configurations which we maintain and do in our network devices are going to determine how our network is performing, how fast the flows are going in, how good our network and the environment is performing. So everything is based on the configuration which you do on your network devices. And these configuration has to be maintained properly, and we need to know what is happening at what particular time. We need to have backups of them. We should have options to push these things and multiple other stuff. So using NCM, you have multiple different features where you can get automated backups, you can get change management in real time, you'll have a compliance monitoring solution, you can push configlets from the product itself, you can have task automation, and you have an extensive reporting capability from the configuration manager, or otherwise called as NCM. So now let me take you to the application directly and show you the various different options which are available in terms of configuration management. So here, when we talk about NCM, the NCM is mainly licensed based on the number of devices which you want to manage. So all you have to do is you have to get the number of network devices which you want to manage with respect to the configurations which has been performed. So here the NCM is licensed based on the number of devices. So all you have to do is you have to come to the NetFlow Analyzer, add your network device with the respective CLI and SNMP credential, so that once you add them, the product will automatically scan these network devices and take startup and running configuration backups and keep them safe. And likewise, based on the configuration, the product is also going to give you multiple other notifications and alerts in a detailed fashion. So when we talk about a network device and how the configurations are happening, as you can see, this is a Cisco ISO router where I could see that the baseline config led a change, a conflict has been detected. The running and startup configurations has been backed up. When was the last backup performed? Is the compliance check working properly? And what is the changes which has been performed? Is it an authorized or an unauthorized change which is happening? So I would be able to get a detailed picture of everything. And the next important thing is about vulnerability management, the firmware vulnerabilities, which we're going to see in detail in the upcoming information. So first, we'll talk about the configuration backups and the available features, and then let's jump into the firmware vulnerabilities. So when we talk about the inventory tab, the inventory tab with respect to the switch or the network device is going to give us what are the interfaces which are them, how the inventory or the device is connected, how many other devices are connected to them. If there are VLAN interfaces connected to it, we'll have complete different information about them as well. And likewise, when we talk about the hardware details, you know that what is the firmware which is running them, what's the CPU, what's the VRAM, the MAC address, and every other information with respect to the hardware, which is pretty critical. And also, when we talk about the backup summary, which is going to be pretty critical. So here, I want to know in the startup configuration, what are the complex differences and modifications which has happened and what particular time. And if I want to see them much easier fashion, it's pretty simple. So here, from the NCM, you have options to choose different devices. For example, here the first device is 192.168.50.150, and if I want to select a different device, for example, I'm going to select this device because in the second device I do have a configuration drawback, or the device is performing a little slow. The network connected to those particular routers are pretty slow. So I want to see why there is a difference. Is there any difference between the configuration? Why router 1 is performing pretty good and the router 2 is not performing as expected? So in those live scenarios, you can use this configuration comparison option, which gives you a better advantage of how things can be done. So for example, here I'm going to select the same configuration and then take them accordingly. So I'm going to select the V1 part when the things has happened, and then I'm going to select all. So here, if I select all or the difference only, I would be able to see what is the difference between these two devices. For example, if I want to see the entire running configuration difference between these two devices, so all I have to do is I have to switch them. So as soon as I switch them to the running configuration, I'll have the option to select the respective configuration, the backup and the backup time when it was taken, and then take it accordingly. So also when it comes to startup changes, you can also do them accordingly. So this is how you can easily make things happen and see the differences. So this left and right differences is going to give me the complete idea of what has happened at what particular time, why the other router is performing a little less compared to the same to this router, so that I could easily push the same configuration from my router 1 to the router 2 to avoid any network latencies or delays because of a simple configuration mistake. So by using the NCM, you will have this feature where you can easily have the configurations backed up at a regular fashion. You can compare the backups and which has been taken in different timelines, so that you know what has happened at what particular time. And likewise, you will also get notifications that if there is a change which is happening in a specific timeline or the configuration which you have done, you'll get notified. And you can also get notified whether it's an, let's say, legitimate and authorized change, or it's an unauthorized change which is happening as well. And likewise, we can also have the options to automate the configurations as well. For example, you can have specific device templates to push specific changes using the configlets from the NCM as well. And likewise, if you want to configure your own configlets based on different protocols, the NCM gives you multiple options where you can create your own configlets, then push them, or you can use the predefined configlets which are available from the product as well. And likewise, you can have a schedule. For example, an unauthorized priority change has happened in a router, in an uplink router or a downlink router. a particular rule has been changed or a particular configuration has changed, which is a security violation in your environment. So when the product detects that change in configuration, you can immediately use the config automation to push the previous backed up configuration to the router, so that there'll be no security breaches which is happening in your environment. So this is how you can use the config automation from the NCM to have a better secured environment. And likewise, when we talk about the firmware vulnerabilities, so nowadays the firmwares, the version which we use on individual routers, the vulnerabilities which are there are being published on different vendors and different sites. So when we have a multi-vendor environment, managing or maintaining these vulnerabilities or firmware maintenance is going to be difficult. So this is where NCM is going to give you an helping hand. As NCM is a multi-vendor product, as soon as you add your own network devices to the product, we would be able to get the firmware vulnerabilities based on the live information which is available on the vendor sites, and we'll be displaying it on the UI as well. And likewise, from the individual devices, if it's using an older version or older firmware, we'll give you an alarm and a notification stating that this firmware used, or this version used in your router has these vulnerabilities. So please go or upgrade your router to a higher firmware so that it will be handled. And likewise, you have a detailed picture about the entire vulnerability, how many critical vulnerabilities are being detected, how many exploit availables, or if the existing actions has already been completed, you'll get a detailed picture as well. And likewise, you can see exposed devices, the changes has already been taken, what are the vulnerabilities which are there, which devices are affected. You can see version distribution for individual devices. And likewise, apart from the firmware vulnerabilities, you can also have the compliance checks from the product itself. So the default compliances from all the vendors are available from the NCM directly as well, and you can create your own compliances as well. So when we talk about Cisco ISO policies, you want to see how things are happening, how many policies are going good, how many are getting violated. So in those cases, you can easily get a complete picture of how many violations are happening for a Cisco ISO policy compliance. So this gives the network administrator what is wrong with them and what are the compliances which are failing, so that they could take the necessary actions. And likewise, if you want to create your own rules and compliances, it's pretty simple. So all you have to do is you have to create the rules first and then group the rules into a complete group and have the groups performed. And then once you have the rule groups, you can create your own compliances so that you will have a custom compliance apart from the default vendor compliances which are available. So this helps us have a much secured and a safe environment with respect to the network devices which we are managing. And likewise, when we talk about the settings which are available, as you can see, the managing of them is pretty simple and the discovery is also pretty simple and straightforward. So when we talk about configuration reports and the other stuff, we're going to see it in the upcoming slide. So first, let's stick to the settings part. So here, for the NCM, we would be using SNMP and CLI based credentials to take the regular backups and then perform the necessary actions as well. And likewise, when we talk about device SNMP mapping or system OIDs or device template matching, you can easily know and understand them. And likewise, if you want to understand what commands are used by NCM to view different informations or different settings. For example, if you want to know what command is used to take the backups or which command is used to get the firmware version, we have the show command tab, which gives you all the commands that we use within the NCM to get the respective information, which we show in the UI. And likewise, if you want to update certain commands, you can do them. You can have a custom column and perform it accordingly. And likewise, when we talk about reports, we have an extensive report which is available from the NCM, where you can get hardware inventory report or firmware reports. You can get startup configuration conflicts or change configuration management, user accesses, how the compliances are happening, based on end of life support reports and every other perspective, which is pretty important for the network administrator to manage their network equipments in their environment with the correct baseline configurations and have their environment in a much safer site. So now let's go back to the presentation and continue. Next topic which we are going to see is about firewall log analysis. So what is firewall log analysis and how it is going to help us in the real time on managing various different environments and equipments? Before we could continue, please stay. I would like to inform you that if you have any questions during the course of the webinar, please do raise it in the chat channel so that our team of panelists can answer them. And also, we would be sharing few of the interesting questions which we have received during the course of the webinar for the advantage of larger audience. And now, before we could continue with the firewall log analyzer, let's take a short break for few seconds. Okay, I'm back. So now we are going to talk about the firewall log analysis. When we talk about firewall log analysis, here the firewall security and log management is pretty important in our day-to-day life, where we have to maintain an highly secured environment, and this can be done only through the firewall and the rules which we configure and how the flows and the rule hits has been managed in our environment. So here, the firewall analyzer is designed to provide a network activity insight while keeping a tab on the firewall logs, understand how your network is utilizing the bandwidth. The platform works regardless of the firewall architecture, supporting over 50 plus firewall vendors, including Checkpoint, Juniper network devices, Cisco, Fortinet, Palo Alto network, and etc. So here, the firewall analyzer, in a real time, when we talk about security terms, we need to know how many rules have been violated. Is my rules used properly? Is the order of the rules that I've given is properly configured? Is there any changes which is required? Will the product give me, let's say, notification that certain rules are been violated too many times? The rule order is not proper. And these things, without the help of firewall analyzer, you have to do it manually. And if it's going to be a larger environment, you will have multiple firewalls in and out, firewalls, internal and external firewalls, which is going to be difficult to maintain when you have different firewalls in your environment. For example, for the internal firewall, I'm using a Checkpoint firewall, and for the external firewall, the secondary firewall, I'm using a Palo Alto. So in those cases, managing them would be a little difficult, and that is where the multi-vendor firewall log analyzer tool, the add-on, is going to help us and manage the information. So here, when we talk about firewall analyzer and its features, here you can have the config change management report, firewall policy optimization report. You can get VPN reports, employee internet usage used, firewall rules report, the firewall alerts, virus attack, and security reports as well. So now let me take you to the product directly and show you how the firewall analyzer works and what are the different options which are available when we talk about the firewalls and the interfaces which we are managing. So here, when we talk about the firewall analyzer is licensed based on the number of interfaces which the number of devices which you want to manage. So it's based on the number of firewalls that you want to manage and then how it works. So when we talk about the discovery and addition, all you have to do is you have to add your firewall and then forward the syslogs from the respective firewalls to the op manager server so that we can automatically receive the data and populate the required information. So here, let's take an example. So here, if I'm going to take the Palo Alto firewall and see how things are happening, it's pretty simple. So here, I'm going to take the timeline to a different day. For example, I'm going to do a quarterly check. So I want to see how the firewall is working for the last 90 days. So in this case, I could see that the in and out traffic, how it's been utilized, the bandwidth utilization, how things are happening. So let's take a different device which will have a much better data as well. So in case if you're going to take the Fortinet firewall and see how things are happening and then perform the necessary actions. Okay, let's take another device. Maybe that will help us. I just wanted to show you a device with the correct information so that you will have a better idea on how things are happening and how you can view the required data in a much detail and a clear fashion. So here, when we talk about the firewall analyzer and the data which we are going to see, it's all based on the firewall and the syslogs which we are receiving, which is going to give us a detailed picture on how things are happening at what particular time, and how better data which we could receive for the respective firewall and the devices which we are able to see them. So let's take this as a checkpoint as the example where you can easily see the bandwidth utilization for a respective time, the top sites, how many sites have been visited at what particular time, how things are happening, if there is any problem with them, what are the top sites which are there. And when we talk about sites, which site has been visited too many times, is it an allowed or an let's say a denied website, the apps which has been used too many times in that environment, how many rules are violated in this particular firewall, and which source or destination is doing them, how many allowed rules are hit. The rule hits can be easily determined. And likewise, the security tab is going to give you the detailed picture of the top attacks and status, the denied host, the virus attacks, and recently, because of the work on flow scenario, the VPN usage from the firewall is also pretty high, where the firewall analyzer also has the option to show you the VPN based active connections and the active sites, how many informations are being used at what particular time, based on each and every information which we want with respect to the firewall and its usage. So here, when we talk about the respective interfaces in the individual firewalls, for example, if I'm going to see this interface from a specific firewall, I can understand what's the overall bandwidth utilization and the traffic consumption, which gives me a better understanding on how things are happening at what particular time, so that I could take the necessary action. So here, as you can see, the traffic utilization is keeps on climbing for a specific timeline. And apart from getting the data with respect to the firewall and in interfaces, I could also get the information based on users, how individual users are using my network and what's the login time and how they are using the overall traffic, how many hits are happening. For example, if I'm going to take a specific user as administrator, I could see that the overall usage time is 4 hours for the last 30 days for multiple different devices. So here I could see what is the traffic utilization for this particular user, and the conversations which are happening, what is the destination and source which he is using, how many bytes have been used for protocol based, which URLs which he has visited, and based on is it a blocked one or a legitimate one. And likewise, if this particular user is using a VPN based access, or which app is being used at what particular time, how many apps have been used, is it a cloud based service, and what rules have been violated or followed properly by the respective users as well. So this helps me understand how the user is performing in my environment, and whether it is a legitimate one and a non legitimate one. And likewise, we can also have the used rules, how the rules are being used properly. For example, if it's going to be the default rule and it tells me that it's a permitted rule, and I could see that how many hits are happening and how many traffic, 25.1 GB is being used. And if it's going to be a denied rule, I want to see how many hits are happening. And when we talk about a firewall expert or a network administrator, these denied rules should be used pretty less, because that is helps me understand that the rules have been followed properly and I have a secured environment as well. And likewise, inside firewall log analyzer, you have a better picture on managing your rules. For example, I want to optimize the rules which I've already configured, and I want to help with the help of the product how things can be happen. For example, if I want to know how the optimization of the rules can be performed, for example, here the rule suggestion tab is going to give you a picture on how things can happen. For example, if it's going to be for Sony firewall, the rule suggestion, if there are certain changes has to be performed, how it can be done, policy fine tuning, whether which policy has to be changed at what particular time and how things can be happen. The cleanup tab is going to help you understand how the cleanup could be done. For example, there are rules which are used multiple times. So in those cases, you can easily remove them. And if it's going to be an unused rule, you can also take them off. And likewise, you have unassigned objects and used objects as well. So this gives you a better hand on how the cleanup can be done for the respective firewalls to have a secure environment. And also you have the options to reorder the respective devices. For example, if you're taking the firewall, Sony firewall, you'll get the list of rules which you've already configured, and this rule is going to give you a detailed picture on how the policies has been taken at what particular time. So you can also see if certain rule, let's say the rule 3 has to be reordered to rule second, which will have a better performance because the number of hits for that rule is pretty high. So in those cases, you can easily use the reorder option to change the rules within the respective order so that you will have a better let's say monitoring solution with respect to the firewall. And likewise, you have the impact and the administrative tab, which gives you the detailed picture of how the rules are impacting in your environment, how it's administratively managed, and how you can change them. And likewise, you have a comparison tab where you can select two different files or the backups from two different sites and compare them and see how things are happening. And likewise, the expiry notification is about whether the vendor's firmware and the product's expiry notification, which gives you a detailed picture. And likewise, the compliance tab is going to give you another advantage of how you can manage the compliances for your firewalls. So whether the respective vendor-based firewall, the default compliances are managed properly or not, and then take the necessary actions. So this is how you can use the firewall analyzer add-on inside your environment to have a better network monitoring solution for the respective informations and the data which you're managing. And also with respect to the firewall, you can easily manage different data, how long the syslogs has to be stored, how we can manage them, how the rules are maintained, what kind of information should be stored and which should be deleted at what particular time. You have the complete information on how this can be achieved. So now let's go back to the presentation and continue with the next add-on. So the next add-on which we're going to see is about IP management. So the IP management, the OPUTOLS helps the network engineer manage their switches and the IP address space with easy. It also helps us compare, have a comprehensive set of 20 plus tools where OPUTOLS helps you perform a network monitoring task like detecting rogue device intrusions, keeps the bandwidth usage in check, monitors the availability of the critical devices, and also helps you back up the configuration files. And when we talk about the various different features which are available, we have IP management, port management, rogue device detection, bandwidth monitoring, config file management, and wake on LAN tool as well. So now let me quickly take you to the OPUTOLS and show you what are the various different options and how it is licensed. So as we have seen in the initial stages of the webinar, the OPUTOLS is divided into two parts where the IP address manager is licensed based on number of IPs which you want to manage, and the switchboard mapper is licensed based on the number of switches which you want to manage, the number of ports which you want to manage with respect to the switches which you're discovering. So here the IP address manager gives you an overall inventory report about the usage of the IPs in your environment, which helps you assign brand new IPs to the new devices which are coming into your environment. And also, with respect to the switchboard mapper and the IPAM, you will have a detailed picture of what particular device is connected to what switch at what particular time and how it is being used with respect to the MAC address and the connected IPs, which gives you a detailed picture. And also using the OPUTOLS, you will also be able to have a rogue device detection and a customized notification options, which gives you a much upper hand on the entire network management in your environment with respect to the IPs and the ports which you are managing. So now let's go back to the presentation and continue. The next topic which we are going to see is about application manager. So what is an application manager and how it helps us? The application performance monitoring solution is called as the application manager add-on within the op manager, where the application manager provides an out-of-box monitoring for heterogeneous set of applications across physical virtual cloud environments with a wide range of over 100 plus technologies, where application manager enables the IT teams to deliver an optimal end user experience. And also here from the APM we can discover applications, we can have a dependency mapping, synthetic transaction monitoring, end user experience, fault management with root cause analysis, anomaly detection with dynamic baselines, advanced analytics to generate reports. We can have an individual or a distributed architecture, REST API for custom integrations, highly scalable with the failover as well. And also here, the application manager is a multi-vendor supported technologies where we can support the following technologies such as application servers, database servers, cloud platforms, big data technologies, messaging components, middleware technology, web applications, custom monitors, or service or web services which are there in your environment. So here the application manager on a granular scale is going to give you a better understanding and the management of the individual applications which you can monitor and add in your environment. So for example, if you have a larger or a pretty hectic organization where you maintain multiple technologies and multiple devices with respect to the SQL or applications, you this application manager is going to help you. Where if you want to manage the application, you want to see how the Microsoft tool is being used, how the transaction and the utilization is happening in my environment, how the end user in let's say speed is there, you can manage them. And likewise, if you're talking about SQL management with respect to MS SQL, Postgres or all Oracle DB based usage, you can use the product to easily get notified on how the utilization is happening and get a detailed picture. So by using the application manager, you can manage your applications, services, cloud-based services, databases, multiple different servers, and how the database backups are happening. If it's going to be a cloud service, for example, if it's going to be a cloud AWS service, how it's been used, I want to get a detailed picture. Yes, you can do that. So you can do multiple different management based on applications or databases or cloud services which you want to manage using the application manager in your environment. So now let's go back to the presentation and continue. The next topic which we are going to see is about integrations. So what are the various different integration options which are available within Op Manager? So here we can integrate the Op Manager with Service Desk Plus on-prem or cloud services. We can integrate it with Analytic Plus, ServiceNow, Slack, Alarms One, and etc. So here we are going to see various different options of integrating with Service Desk and ServiceNow. So here to integrate with Service Desk Plus on-prem or cloud or ServiceNow for a logger ticket automation when an alarm is triggered, and you can assign tickets to respective technicians with priority, category, and etc. The tickets will get closed if the alarm is cleared from the product directly. And also you have the facility to sync assets between the op manager and the ticketing tool in your environment. The next topic which we are going to see is about Slack integration, where Slack integration helps have an easy integration with OneNote code for Slack, get the alarm delivery directly, alarms with multiple channels for users. You can have category and severity based channel alerts. And also when we talk about the integration with Analytic Plus, you have a visualized data usage with different chart types and predefined templates. You can build your own insight reports and dashboards that helps you have a powerful visualization to identify the patterns, which in turn is going to help you drill down to specific metrics to a pinpoint area where you need an improvement. And also we have a direct integration with the alarms now as well, where you can group the alarms based on severity, categories, and also create filters and etc. From the Op Manager, we do have a mobile application which is supported both in Android and iOS platform. All you have to do is you have to download it in your handset, install it, log in, and once you log in, you can easily view all the information in your hand itself for the various different parameters which we are managing from the Op Manager directly in your environment. And now we are going to go to the question and answer session. So the first question: can I have only few add-ons enabled? Yes, you can have few add-ons enabled, and enabling them or disabling them is pretty simple and straightforward. So all you have to do is you have to go to the Op Manager itself, click on the gear icon on your top right-hand side, and then under the displayed modules, you have to select the desired add-ons that you want to use and view and save them. So this is how you can easily use or enable the respective add-ons in your application. Moving on to the next question: how to purchase the required add-ons? Purchasing the required add-ons is pretty simple. So all you have to do is you have to let us know what are the different parameters which you want to monitor. If you want a flow analysis, you have to get NetFlow Analyzer, and based on the number of interfaces. If you want to manage configurations, you need NCM. And also, if you have doubts or if you want more clarity on how things happen, how licensing works, you can easily directly contact us, where our team will give you a personalized quote or a personalized demo and help you in purchasing the respective add-ons based on your exact requirement. Moving on to the next question: where can I learn more about the add-ons? You can learn more about the add-ons by directly visiting the Op Manager help document, which gives you a complete detailed picture about each add-on and its benefits. And we would be uploading all our how to do and technical videos in our YouTube channel, which you can visit by clicking on the link which is given on the presentation slide. We have our official help documentation under help.opmanager.com, and for respective add-ons under the same link as well. And we will be having a technical discussion in our forum post, and you can reach our team directly through an email or dial in directly and reach us and get your doubts clarified. And also we have a chat support where you can get connected to our technician directly and get your doubts or clarity and get clarified accordingly. And don't wait. This is the right time for you to click on the link at the bottom of the presentation, because you've attended all the 4 parts of the Op Manager training series. So you would be pretty good to attend an examination and become a certified Op Manager Pro. And also, if you want any personalized demos for the entire Op Manager Plus or specific areas, please do raise it in the chat channel so that we could ask our team to get back to you with your personalized demo or a code accordingly. I thank one and all for attending this season of the Op Manager Training Series. I again thank one and all for attending it.